no glare in this. Sort of got, okay, I got no glare right here. The glare looks pretty good. Ah, we got some music in the background. I like this spot. We are at the R Coffee House in Denton, Texas. It's one of my amazing spots to go to sit down and have a chat with y'all on our monthly vlog that we do on YouTube. I'm hoping that the audio comes out good. So, I'm trying to look at the time here to be on. We're a little early, 12:58. So I'm gonna sit here and drink some coffee. All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to the people who've been showing up at our last event. Shout out to Keller Girl and shout out to the Beer Warmer, the Beer Runner, for coming to our last one. They are listed as our top the top five folks, and I will be rewarding that individual. Uh, well, we already sent one. Here's a tricky one here. First of all, if you haven't met me before, starting off the show, welcome to Recipe of Hope. My name is George from George's Hot Sauce and Barbecue. I am a Twitch streamer and basically a cook, influencer, entrepreneur guy, and I just want to thank all those amazing individuals who had the opportunity to stop in and hang out in our live streams and watch our live streams. You can find me here at YouTube. We're currently at 400 subscribers, so our goal is to reach another 100 subscribers so we can be able to monetize YouTube and go into the next level, rewarding more people. So if you listen to this vlog and you get a lot of information from it, please share with friends. Tell them to come over and subscribe and join the Sauce Tribe, which we are on Discord. We also have communities in our YouTube, but take advantage of the community. If you happen to be a subscriber or a person on YouTube, please go ahead and join in the community. You are able to share your content as well in the community. So shout out to you. Hello, Keller Girl. Keller Girl, if you can hear me and the volume is good, please let me know in chat. And I'm glad to see you in here. Once again, Keller Girl is the number one coming in to say hello. Here's the thing: I had a discussion because we had sent some merchandise to Keller Girl for being in the top spot, top fan in the YouTube from the past episodes. Excuse me. I'm in there. Actually, I had a interesting morning, Keller Girl. Yeah. I started out early this morning. I went to a men's Christian group meeting, and with my mentor, one of the guys that I go to church with. So guess what we had to do? He brought me over for a men's Christian breakfast, and I got to help make breakfast. Now, those that don't know, I have not been cooking for over close to a year now. I have not been cooking, but however, I have been doing what I've been basically on here talking to you about, and that is being able to volunteer in a homeless shelter, basically helping to prepare foods, to clean up, to keep the dishes clean, clean the floors, all the other basic stuff that I've been helping the experienced cooks that are in there. I've been involved volunteering that, and we're going at number 400. I'm at 430 hours right now, 430 hours. The goal is to reach 500. If we can reach 500 hours, that would be great. If you have any questions happening, we will be doing the Ask Me Anything within the 15-minute marker. So I'm going to break down what I have learned doing 400 plus hours helping in the homeless shelter kitchen. As I told y'all before, being in the kitchen has opened my eyes up to the homeless community and how much they need help and how much the people who do the homeless shelters need help. So I had a great opportunity to not only witness the individuals who come into the kitchen and help. As y'all know before, I've explained to you the jobs that I have done in the kitchen to help run a homeless shelter kitchen. Um, Mainly the things that cooks do not have time to do. All right, and that is number one, cleaning the grease traps. You got grease traps that need to be maintained in there when they're doing work. They're feeding over 200 people in these homeless shelter kitchens. So you need somebody that has. You don't have to have expertise in doing maintenance cleaning, but I think that's one of the great things as a future cook or chef that you want to do is you want to start from the bottom and you want to learn about every little thing that a chef needs to have done in order to be a successful production of food that you want to make. And one of the most important things you want to have a safe, clean environment. You need a safe, clean environment. So you have to trust those individuals who are there to keep everything clean for them so they can get to making vats of soups or stews or cooking 7 to 10 pans of chicken or cooking pizza or cooking, casserole dishes, lots of abundance of different foods. And at these homeless kitchen areas, they are provided by food by donations only. Nobody is coming. The people that's coming out of pocket for the food are the donators. So once again, as I explained, what comes into the shelter is food from businesses that can be, like Kroger's or something, or any local businesses, local farms. A lot of local farms donate their food. Even Chick-fil-A donates their food over there. So you're getting an abundance of all these different types of foods, rotisserie chickens, ready-made sandwiches, breakfast pastries, boxes of pancake mix, boxes of flour, boxes of sugar. They're getting a whole abundance of all this stuff. And the food manager and the cooks, or AKA the chef's job, is to gather all this stuff together and figure what they're going to do to serve all these folks day by day, week by week. And then on top of that, you got the weekends, where the weekends are normally church organizations. So the shelter that I'm currently volunteering in, they get a lot of support from the local churches that are around the area. And what they do is they go in and let's say they have already bought a lot of food, right? They bought a lot of food and they'll just bring it in, and the head chefs or cooks will come in and basically put everything in position. They will, put the food in the warmers, and then that'll allow the people who, church that come in to come in and serve the food to the homeless community. So that is a great way to do that. Welcome in, Kirsten Flanagan. I appreciate you. You are the number 2 top fan. If you haven't subscribed, which I'm not sure, have I seen you on there before? Usually tell me if you're a subscriber. I'm looking on here right now. Yeah, I got you down as subscribers. Joined 16 years ago. Wow. Good to see you. And great question, by the way. And I'll be happy to answer that question for you. The question, where are you located? Yes. What time is it? We're only 9 minutes in. I am located in North Dallas, Texas. I am a North Dallas Texan. And we're discussing about basically, going into the food industry, on how important it is to volunteer into homeless kitchens or anything that you do to get your basically to grow your bones into the food industry. I think it's very important to go in and volunteer in places that you have passion for. And I had the opportunity to actually go into a homeless kitchen, kitchen for the homeless. Let me say that right. And be able to help out by any means. So far, I've been in there. I came in working in the dish pit, and I worked the dish pit. And I think that's so important when you work in a dish pit because food safety is very important. So you want to make sure that all those trays are clean for the next one. Yeah. Ooh, try it. Ooh, let's see here. Eat your pizza crust. Ah, okay. I like that sticker. Let's start a Q&A. I'll have that done later. I like that. That'd be one of the cool questions I ask. Let's see here. I wonder how you do that. All right, I'm going to use that Q&A so I know where to go now. That's pretty cool right there. Yeah, you definitely start out in the dish pit, and then from the dish pit, I went from there to prepping food. And once I got to prepping food, then I got in more conversations with the cooks and chefs there. We talked about our passion of food, and once they got to know who I am, which I did not tell them everything. I don't want to tell them that I'm a content creating foodie influencer. I don't want to. I want full authenticity of these individuals. So, I don't want to go telling them the whole spiel and everything. And plus, you gotta respect the location and what they're doing. But I'm just only sharing with you my experience as a human being who goes into a homeless shelter to work in the kitchen to serve folks that are homeless. But yeah, definitely once I got into prep and then they actually got enough trust for me to go and help cook the food. So I actually got to help make gravy for an occasion. I mentioned to you before that I got to help make vegan spaghetti. So I got to learn how to learn more techniques of making more nutritional, healthy type foods because at this particular shelter, excuse me, they have experts that want to create foods that are healthy for a lot of the folks because people can be in poor health in the homeless kitchen. So we try to cook foods that are low in sodium, and we give them proper proportionate meals. So you want to disperse and give people. It's not about really just having that wholesome down home country food. You know what I'm saying? We do have that occasionally when people donate, but 9 times out of 10 we're usually making like fish, like baked fish is one with a plenty fresh vegetables, zucchinis, tomatoes, cucumbers, a lot of healthy based beets. We always have a salad. We give them a nice salad selection. So they get a nice choices of salad. We got special healthy soups that are low in sodium. We also give an alternative meal to individuals who don't eat meat. So there's a lot of chickpeas, lentils. I had a lentil chili spaghetti that was bomb. A lentil chili spaghetti. So there is a lot of learning curves that I'm getting from individuals who, from all walks of life and different cultures, that are sharing their different menus that I can include into my menus down the road when I'm doing events. So I thought that was a great lesson to learn doing the 400 plus hours at a homeless shelter. I've also gotten to work with so many different individuals. That is correct. They have different foods. We have on Saturdays we have people that come in with Indian cuisine. We had people I was helping them serve Indian cuisine, which was no meat. There was no meat in it. Very healthy foods. And then we have the comfort days where somebody will serve barbecue ribs. We had barbecue ribs one time. We had fried chicken, but they're not. But the menu is like mixed up. Like we helped today, and we did basically a pork stir fry. We do a ton of stir fry. There's like an overabundance of rice for some reason. Yeah. There's like an overabundance of rice in there. There's an overabundance of zucchinis because we have a place called Shiloh Farms that's in Texas. And Shiloh Farms is actually a giant community farm. It's a community garden, and they provide all the vegetables, cabbages, radishes, beets, zucchini, cucumbers, tomatoes. All the vegetables are and they actually distribute it. Believe it or not, there's a Christian-based organization that owns that property, and they distribute food throughout the whole area of the North Dallas. So they give it not only to us, but they give it to the shelter that we're at, but they also give it to other food banks and pantries. By the way, y'all, speaking of food banks, y'all do our understanding about the government possibly shutting down uh, EBT, which people need money to get, have Thanksgiving. There's going to be folks that are not going to have money for Thanksgiving. So that's another topic that we're going to be bringing up about, which is how the people who do not have enough money for Thanksgiving are going to survive. But one of the solutions that I'm going to tell anybody, if y'all having this trouble, uh, get online and look for your local food banks in the area. The food banks are going to be the solution for individuals who do not have. And there's no shame in my game. There's been instances where me and my family had a situation where we did not have enough money for Thanksgiving, so we would turn to our community food banks, and our community food banks would actually give out turkeys. They would give out turkeys. They would give out the ingredients for dressing, and from there you just piece it all together. And I think that was beautiful. They used to give out like 10 to 12 pound turkeys. So expect that to be happening. I think if anybody has Aldi's out there, Aldi's is actually doing $40 turkeys for $40, and it's going to give you enough food to feed 10 people. So if y'all out there, you know me, my service to y'all is to let y'all know how to save money and time. So get out there, look up those food banks, look for Aldi's. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. We're trying to get that 100 subscribers, so tell folks, share the Georgia's hot sauce. We're gonna be doing this each month, just to let y'all know. So Recipe of Hope is gonna be another series, because we're gonna end this series at number 3. It was a great 3 months of chatting with y'all. If we want to bring it back up again, please do let me know in the community visitors page. Yep. Next to Ken, what's up? Our number 3 top fan in the house. What's up? You said if you go to a buffet, you could probably get a meal cheaper than $40. I mean, yeah, that is true, but I mean, think about it. Is the buffet going to be open on Thanksgiving? You let me know if there's a buffet open on Thanksgiving. But all honesty, if you're talking about anybody in there know how much the average cost of a buffet meal is right now, let us know in chat. You think? Oh, you're saying Golden Corral will probably be open? It's obvious they're gonna be serving some turkey, right? Turkey and chicken and everything. That would be cool if Golden Corral is open on Thanksgiving. Economically, that's even better, because that will be the people who work in the kitchen cooking will get hopefully overtime, or time and a half at least time and a half. Yeah. And by the way, I want to thank y'all for coming in. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to Georgia's Hot Sauce. If you haven't watched my videos, please check out those shorts. They're hilarious. If you have a favorite short that you watched in my videos, or looked at any of my long form content that teach you how to cook stuff, feel free to let me know which one you watched in the chat. We're going to be going into Ask Me Anything right now. As you can see, we are in the Ask Me Anything area. And Golden Corral, hopefully they will be open. I usually during the holidays, everybody's usually at home feeding. Just to let y'all know, I did happen to get a job working as an entry-level cook, and I shared with them my 400 hours of volunteering. And that's one of the biggest amazing things that you can utilize when you're actually doing something you have a passion in, is to take that reference and bring it to a place that you want to go. When they saw that reference of me putting my time in and passion to help others, doing what I love to do, they immediately said, when do you want to start? So I always say, take advantage of that. Yes. I don't know if CC's Pizza. I don't know if CC's Pizza will be open, but if you want, yeah, I'm not sure about CC's being open either. I don't know. You might have to take a look and type in the website to see what places are going to be open. I know that they're going to be delivering or you get to pick up food before Thanksgiving, but I'm not sure if they're going to be open on Thanksgiving. Yeah. As Keller Girl knows, and with me, what I would do in the neighborhood for my business is I would go out, I would take 10 orders every year, and I will either fry your turkey on the deep fryer that we have, that we stream with and share with in the Twitch live streams, or I would smoke it I would give you a smoked turkey. So I would do 10 orders. I always do 10 orders to do, and like I say, I gave people a decent price, but I was only capable of doing 10. 10 orders was basically 8 hours of work. So it was well worth the money, but I would do it just in enough time to be able to sit down and have Thanksgiving with my family. Yeah, I would get up like 6 o'clock in the morning and start cooking, and till I get them all done. And then once I'm all done, I will shut down and then get ready for our Thanksgiving. And we usually start our Thanksgiving by noon. And the reason why we started by noon because there's a lot of football on, baby. A lot of football, and I love me some sports. So I gotta sit down and eat my turkey and watch sports and get the itis and fall asleep. That's. Do Whataburger style, get some bread, some turkey in between the bread. That's going to be our next. That'll be our next conversation. And Keller Girl, she knows about it because we got videos sharing it. But we always talk about the wonderful things that you can do with leftover turkey. So that'll be our next following one coming up. Because leftover turkey. And I always like to ask people, what did you do with your leftover turkey? So that's always a fun thing. Wahlburgers. The Wahlbergs are always going to do something nice, right? All right, let's finish it out with some Ask Me Anything. I was looking at this stuff like, how'd that work? So I'm going to start a Q&A. So I'm typing Ask Me Anything time. Hope this works. I'm getting attacked by a fly. So it's Ask Me Anything time. Let's see. Start Q&A. Boom. Kirsten Flanagan says, Kirsten Flanagan, or it's Kirsten. Let me get that right. Kirsten Flanagan says, I love leftover turkey. I tell you what I like. I like a leftover turkey melt. I like to take leftover turkey breast, slice it up real good, then fry it again in butter. And then I take a Texas toast bread and I butter that too. And then I slap on some Gruyere cheese and I make a really nice soup with the leftover turkey meat as well, and some vegetables, some carrots, some celery, some onions. We've actually done that in the live stream. All right. So Keller Girl has an answer. Shepman has a question here. So the longer someone has been at the shelter, do they give them a higher up job there with more responsibility? Good question to ask. Well, here's there's an answer to that, and it's kind of sad, to be honest with you. If somebody's been there for quite some time, 9 times out of 10, they haven't figured out how to get out of their situation, right? However, they get fixed into the program, and they can be very helpful. But the whole point right now, where the way that they got things changed now, Keller Girl, it's now strictly about transitioning to housing and stability, and that's where individuals who get, that are in a homeless shelter program for over a year to or more, the reason why they're generally there more, and is that they're either fixed into the program because nobody wants to ever sleep on the streets, Keller girl. So a lot of them would do as much as they can to be able to have a bed to sleep in. And those individuals you mentioned, those are the ones who are usually jumping up to help out as much as possible. Keep the place clean, clean up around the front area. They're doing everything possible. And if you think about it, it's the same effort strategy that you would when you live at home with family. Everybody's got chores, right? So that's something like that. But the main issue of somebody being there too long is because they haven't either followed the plan or had an ideal on what they need to do to work towards being a stable working class citizen again. And to be honest with you, it gets tougher. Now we're going into 4 minutes before I have to shut down. I'm letting y'all know if you want to continue, because a conversation on the situation on why I haven't been streaming for over close to 9 months now. We're going to be transitioning this over to my Patreon platform. You can join it for free, and when you join it for free, we're going to be doing another live stream discussing more about the homeless kitchen, the homeless culture, and also having a basically table talk. We call it table talk, where we discuss about what's been going on with me for the past 8 months. But yes, Keller girl, I hope I answered your question more clear. We could talk more about that when we transfer over to Patreon. Once again, you can go over there. You can find the link in the YouTube account. I have the link in there, and you can go in. And once you join for free, that's all it is, just basically being on the list. You will get access to 7 days. I repeat, 7 days of amazing content. I've been streaming. I've been creating content for over a decade now. So you're going to get over 600 pieces of content from multiple platforms, especially YouTube. So I have tons of content on YouTube that you've probably never seen. I'll be showcasing another piece of content from YouTube pretty soon, doing an interview with Spicy Kitchen out of Long Beach, California. So look out for that coming up in the Beyond the Kitchen platform. So we will be discussing more about that in the Beyond the Kitchen platform. How many days do you volunteer, and is it a family shelter? Great questions, Kirsten. Okay, for me, I volunteer 2 to 3 times a week, and I've worked it out where it works perfectly for me. So I'll do a volunteer on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And the reason why I pick Sunday because that's a church day, and normally I get to meet other people from different churches that come in, and actually they buy the food ahead and they put it in the warmers and we serve it to the people. So that day is a lot easier because I don't have to do as much cleaning for one, or I don't have to do any serving. I'm usually just eating free meals and hanging out. It's the easiest volunteer ever on that day. Yeah. Sorry, y'all, the caffeine's kicking in. Keller girl, I don't know if you got a coffee mug, a George's Hot Sauce coffee mug yet, but I'm working it out now with the folks that do support the channels. We're trying to balance the budget to be able to give out some more merchandise to people. And we got a George's Hot Sauce coffee book and cookbook club in the Beyond the Kitchen setup. When you do sign up for free, each month I give people an opportunity to get one free month of our silver membership, and that membership gives you access to 66 plus, basically you get access to our e-cookbook, which we have all our great recipes that I share each month on there. So take advantage of those. We got one out available to the public that we're serving right now, so check them out if you're into we like to basically, I like to hook up and help and hang out with all the AKA home cooking chefs folks like me that like to sit at home and bake and make dinner for your family or come up with economical meals. So take advantage of that, yo. Um, the other question is it a family shelter? Good question on that. Well, yes, it is a family shelter. I've seen individuals that come in the shelter with a mother and daughter and husband and wives, and they do make sure that they work. They try to work with them as a family. Uh, so I think it just doesn't work out for boyfriend and girlfriends. Boyfriend and girlfriends don't really work out too well, to be honest with you, because one individual might be going in one direction and the other one might be going in the other. So, but yes, I have seen families that actually get helped out. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this moment. We are hitting the 30-minute mark. I'm going to get myself ready to go over into the Patreon community to chat with all our amazing Patreon folks. And please do join for free and join in with the Sauce Tribe. We have a Discord community. If you are in the Discord, you can join our Discord community. If you happen to create content or make videos, please join that community. We love to see what you do. All right, I got to get up out of here. Kirsten, Keller Girl. Who else came in here next to Ken? If you haven't, anybody in here that enjoyed this live stream, please do subscribe. And we are trying to work our way to getting 500 subscribers so we can take YouTube to the next level. All right, y'all take it easy. It's 1 actually. So you can buy a ticket. Oh.